Hey there, how there, ho there. It's Jeff Carter Diving. Welcome you to another Title About Boxing tournament. And we have had a few days that we've had two tournaments in one day because of how speedy things are. So it's fair to say that we can weather the storm. Anyway, the 1923 tournament had some controversy as Mickey Walker had made a big cut over Jack Dempsey. And unfortunately, because it was less than 50%, it was called a technical draw. So they did a rematch. Jack Dempsey beat Mickey Walker and now is in the tournament. But Mickey Walker will have another chance to qualify for the championship through the next year's tournament, which will be, as we generate, 1906. So this is the second term. So not that far off from 1923. 17 years behind. 1906. All right. Let's just. Whoops. And then we'll have 10. So October auto scheduler 1906. And then we'll have oh dear. October 1st, net schedule, 1906. Only 121 possible fights, so looks good. Kendon Broad, I know who he is. Harry Lewis, Heather Palmer, Joe Bulker, Unc Russell, and Bill Squires. I know there's probably only going to be like 12 pages. There's 15 pages and no Unc Russell. Weird. So it's Joe Jeanette against Jack Root. These two guys. George Lafine, I know. Page 14. Ooh, jeez. Jem Driscoll takes on Joe Gans. Not Panama Joe Gans, but America Joe Gans. George Lafine, I know who he is. Mike Sullivan. Has he fought before? Oh, yeah, he has. Admiral Gus, Johnny Gorman, and Charles Rochette. Charlie Rochette, page 10. So he's 0-2 anyway. Australian Billy Edwards, Century and Harry Forbes. 2-1. Page 8. Okay. Century's been fighting before. James J. Walker, Marvin Judge. Marvin Judge is at page 12. Jack Johnson, that guy, will take on Packy McFarland. Jack Root's here, so he must be replaced. It'll be Sam McVeigh against Dumont. I gotta keep looking. Jimmy Dunn, the Dixie Kid, so Peter Maurer. Jimmy Dunn. So it will be young Peter Jackson versus, because the other two, the last matchup is one that I know about. So Mickey Walker, there he is. The only one who has actually fought. Mickey Walker. Peter Maurer, I know who he is. He's Australian. And young Pluto, Dixie Kid. So Mickey Walker will have to face young Peter Jackson in the 14th match. Sam McVeigh. Okay, I think I did pretty good. Well, I thought if we had a Canadian. I thought George Lafine was Canadian. Guess not. There's some Australians. 3 Australians, South Africa, Mexico, Wales. We have 3 Brits. Wonder if we'll have a. For this time, we'll have a non-American semifinalist. We didn't last time. So it's Joe Jeanneret and Joe Gans. So the Battle of America. Jeanneret will be at fight 7. Gans loses, no big deal. He'll come back for at least one more tournament. Jeanette's at 7, so now happened. Baltimore Civic Center, Johnny Addy, your announcer. Jorge Alonso, referee. Talon, Marshall Walker, and Gwen Adair, your judges. Mike Hansen, your ringside expert. So Jeannette, who actually went to the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1998. He competed in a tournament a long time ago. The 1913 tournament, I guess you can call it that. Beat Bobby Dobbs and Rudy Olenholtz before being KO'd by Lockport Jimmy Duffy. And I believe he took second, to A. Patel. And then he majority decision Jack Root. He's TKO'd Arthur Douglas and Heather Palmer in back-to-back fights. And he gets Joe Gans the old master, as they call him. He died in 1910, just a year after his time was up. 130, he was a lightweight and welterweight champion at one time. Gans lost to Stanley Ketchel by decision, and Ketchel won the tournament in 1908. Now he's back. He decisioned Jim Driscoll. He TKO'd Tim Callahan, and he put a decision on Marvin Hart. So we'll see what happens in this matchup between Jeanette and Gans.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight.
No Gans. Win. This guy finishing off. So it's fight Gans is fighting Jeanette. guys are really fighting. Why not?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have your decision.
Well, I don't know. This was a pretty intense fight. Scorecard says that Gans won narrowly over Jeanette. Well, let's see if Johnny Addy has the opposite. We'll see. These two want to fight each other. And no, it's not Panama Joe Gans. It's a different fighter than Joe Gans. Kind of weird, don't you think? Anyhow, Daniel Talon for France scores about 145, 143 for Jeanette. Wow, that's a huge one. Marshall Walker, the United States, scores about 146, 140 for Gans. Wow. He really, I don't know what Talon was on. And Gwen there puts it at 145, 141 for possibly Gans. I think Talon didn't want to. Joe Gans, yep. Jeanette drops to 5-2. Worst off, he's at the 7-fight mark, which means he's out. So, yeah, one knockdown. That was all that mattered. And now we have, oh man, Mickey Walker against Jack Johnson. Oh boy, Mickey Walker knew he had another chance, so now he's going to try to do it again. Kevin Rudy and Danny Florio. I think Mickey's got the best trader at Cutman. The Motor City Arena in Detroit, Joe Humphreys, your announcer. Danny Nelson, your referee. Robles, Leglon, and Young, your judges, with Javier Aguirre for us, the ringside expert. So Jack Johnson, no Arthur, the Black Destroyer. He was very controversial. 73, 13, and 9. The colored and world heavyweight champion, and an international and ring boxing hall of fame. Of course, he was known for his bling and all that, and how white newspaper people hated his guts. Well, he TKO'd Packy McFarland in the 10th round. He put a unanimous decision on Eddie Santry, and then he TKO'd Dick O'Brien right off the bat. Whereas Mickey Walker, the toy bulldog, you see what he has done. So he went all the way to the final last year. He had KO'd Maxime Rosenblum, TKO'd Andre Rutes, took a decision off Panama Joe Gans, and then Mike Dundee he TKO'd, but he got TKO'd by Jack Dempsey himself. In his tournament rematch, he decisioned young Peter Jackson. He took down Sam McVeigh by unanimous decision, and he TKO'd Sammy Kelly. So I think he's done pretty well, all things considering that the odds were against him. And now Jack Johnson will be trying to ruin Mickey Walker's chances of making a second final in a row. And of course, they'll have another American winner back to back. 4 times and out of 5, no matter what. The Americans even had a streak of 7 straight. Now they got 4 out of 5.
9.
I think Walker's basically done for. Well, he's hitting on somebody. He's got Jack Johnson's high school though. Damn it. This one Jack Johnson's eyes. That's cool. Oh, I guess I forgot to look at the scorecards. Through 10 rounds. It's close. Walker's only up by 2. Jack Johnson's got to fight him off.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh my gosh. Jack Johnson's in trouble. I didn't see that coming.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10.
Wow. I didn't think he could take down Jack Johnson, but he did. He KO'd him. Wow. Let's see. Scorecards had a 106, 102. I think Johnson was fucked. Mickey Walker did it with his 5th knockout. Well, Jack Johnson could jab at him, but when it comes to crosses and hooks, Mickey Walker did it. 36-31 by percentages. Wow. So now it's Joe Gans and Mickey Walker. The good news for Gans is that, well, he wins, he's in. But if he loses, Gans will have another chance to get in at 4-2. He'll be in the next tournament no matter what. Mickey Walker has to win. He could be 8-2 and miss out. Danny Mancini, Objective Force, the Battle of the Cutman. Howard Lay is your announcer at the Baltimore Civic Center. Rafael Rabo is your referee. Gonzalez LeBlanc and England your judge. Rafael Del Santo. Here we go. Howard Lay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the championship match. First off, to my left is a lightweight. He has a record of 4 wins and 1 loss with 1 knockout. He is 5'6" and 134 pounds. Hailing from Baltimore, Maryland, Joe the Old Buster Gods. And the corner to my right is a middleweight. He is 8 wins, 1 loss with 5 knockouts. He is 5'7" and 164 pounds. Hailing from Elizabeth, New Jersey, Mookie the Toy Bulldog Walker. So this would be huge if Mickey Walker gets to 2 finals in a row and can't win either. But when
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
see that? Dance is not going down yet. This could be over quickly.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
These are shaky. Dance is in deep trouble. I like that Kansas been a really good problem. And we're not. And it's looks like Walker's fight 78-72 unless something happens for Kansas.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, Walker's that cool. Joe Gans caught you. I think Walker had it and he botched it. Wow. Scorecard said Walker 114 to 11. I think he had it. But Gans fought back. That's got to be terrible. That, you think you're like, okay, you lost, but then you get into the 1906 tournament and crash your way to the tournament and win and get in, but you don't. So that's not good. He botched it. He sure botched it. Both guys got 2 knockdowns. Gans 69% punching accuracy. Yeah, he was accurate. Look at those hooks. 152.47. Wow. You knew that was going to happen. Did you? Well, that's what happens.